Why do millions of people celebrate Epiphany on January 6th? Let's uncover the mystery. Join us as we explore the Magi's journey, the Star of Bethlehem's symbolism, and the magical uses of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Stay tuned for a spiritual adventure on Between Dimensions.
Hi, and welcome to Between Dimensions. I'm Monica Gonzalez, an astrologer and spiritual advisor. And we're still celebrating Christmas over here because today, January 6th, is the day of the Epiphany, also known as Three Kings Day, and it's celebrated by Christians all around the world. It marks the day that the Magi arrived at the manger of Jesus Christ and bestowed gifts upon him. So in this video, we're going to talk about the significance of the day, how the day is celebrated, and the symbology of the Magi, the Star of Bethlehem, and those gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. But before we get started, let's go ahead and do a quick sound cleansing because I like the vibe it gives. So close your eyes, relax, and let the vibrations just flow over you. So the day of the Epiphany has been celebrated since the 3rd century. It's one of the oldest days that are celebrated by Christians. And I'm honoring it today with burning my incense over here in my incense burner. And I have frankincense and myrrh. Both of these have an incredible amount of both physical and spiritual gifts. Benefits. And I'm going to tell you all about it at the end of the video, so please stay tuned. Other ways to celebrate Three Kings Day include blessing the house. And one of the oldest traditions of blessing the house is called chalking the door. You literally take a piece of chalk and you write on your door. And what you write is the first 2 digits of the year, so 20, plus C, plus M, plus B, plus 25, or the last 2 digits of the year. And what that represents is both the initials of the 3 wise men, Casper, Melchior, and Balthazar. It also signifies the Latin phrase Christos mentionem benedicat, which translates into may Christ bless this home. And it's just a way to ask God to bless your home, everyone who lives in it, and everyone who enters your home, which is really nice. Another popular way to celebrate Three Kings Day is by baking a Three Kings cake or bread. And you may have heard of this already through Mardi Gras, and it's very popular in the New Orleans, Louisiana area. But if you haven't heard of it, you can Google recipes for Three Kings cake and learn a little bit more about it. There's recipes all over the internet, but basically you don't have to do it this way, but I've seen that you take 3 strands of dough and you braid them together. And the 3 strands are representative of the 3 wise men. And then you create a wreath out of the dough, signifying the journey that they went on to find Jesus. And then you take a little almond or a little bean or a little plastic figurine of Jesus and you hide it somewhere inside the dough so that when you present the bread and you cut slices of it, whoever receives the slice with the almond or the bean or the little plastic Jesus is said to receive great luck and prosperity and success for the upcoming year, which is wonderful. Some people even go as far as giving a prize or a gift or something in addition to the luck and the prosperity. But that's up to you. Another way to celebrate Three Kings Day is with your manger scene. So if you have a manger scene on December 25th, you probably take the baby Jesus and you put him inside the manger. Then between the days of December 25th and January 6th, you have those 3 wise men figurines go on a journey throughout your house in search of Jesus. So this is basically like the original Elf on the Shelf. And you can make it into a game and have your kids find where the three wise men are on any given day and what adventures are they getting in as they journey to find Jesus on January 6th, where they will ultimately end up at your manger. So, really fun ways to celebrate the day, but let's really talk about the significance of the day, because it's a beautiful holiday that I don't feel gets enough recognition, and not that many people celebrate it anymore or know about it as much. It doesn't have the same clout as Christmas, I guess, maybe because there's not as many gifts or something. But the reason why it's called the Day of the Epiphany is because these wise men, and we don't actually know if it was three or not. The Bible never says specifically that there were three, or their names, or where they came from. It just says wise men. But other ancient texts say that could be three, could be as many as 12. But these men who came from the east, so they were not Jews. They were of a different religion, and speculated that they could have been of the Zoroastrian religion. They may have been priests or spiritual leaders, or men who were very well versed in astrology and other esoteric rituals and studies. But they were given an epiphany. An epiphany is basically an inspiration and motivation. And you can say that it was divine inspiration. You can say that they must have connected to the divine and received this message that they needed to go and follow this new star in the sky to far off lands to find this baby, which is incredible. If you think about it, it's an incredible story. You're talking about, at least three guys who really had, why would they care about a king in a far off land? But it was that significant, that important, that they needed to follow this star. So the Magi go on the journey, and they make their way to Jerusalem. And on their way to Jerusalem, they decide to call upon King Herod. And this is now, according to the Bible, Matthew 2:1. They ask, "Where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star when it rose and have come to worship him." And inside, King Herod is like, WTF? What are you talking about? What king of the Jews? I'm the king of this land. Why are these guys here, and why are they asking me where this baby is, right? But he kept his cool, and he says to them, he's like, I don't know where the baby is, but you guys go find him. And you come back and you let me know where you find him so I can go and honor and worship him, Obviously, Herod had no intentions of honoring baby Jesus. He really wanted to kill him. And luckily, spoiler alert, the Magi, upon reaching baby Jesus, they get this dream that tells them to not return to Jerusalem and return to King Herod and tell him where the baby is. They're told not to do that, so they ended up going back east. And thank God, because who knows where Christianity would be if the Magi went back and Herod actually killed Jesus. That would be crazy, right? Okay, so we have these three wise men, and they're following the star. So let's talk a little bit about the Star of Bethlehem, because the Star of Bethlehem is so significant. Again, we don't really know what this celestial body was. Some say it was an angel. Some say it could have been the conjunction of two planets in the sky creating this really bright new star. Some say that it was Halley's Comet. We actually don't know. But the star is a wonderful symbol for the light of the world, hope, inspiration, spirituality, fulfillment, growth, healing, forgiveness, self-belief, and generosity. So I love the fact that we are honoring these three wise men following a star, which obviously, as an astrologer, I'm like, yeah, I follow the stars, duh, this is great. So I have to honor that. So they follow this star which is also symbolic of the light of the world, to this baby. And giving the star even more validity, the prophet Balaam from Numbers 24:17 said, "A star will come out of Jacob." Now, Jacob is probably referencing the 12 tribes of Israel, which were named after the 12 sons of Jacob. So we can assume that this prophecy is referring to Israel, or the 12 tribes of Jacob, 12 tribes of Israel. So it says, "A star will come out of Jacob, a scepter will rise out of Israel." And if you don't know, a scepter is basically like the wand a king carries. So it's saying that there's going to be a star over Israel, and out of that will be born a new king. So another mega significance of the Star of Bethlehem. So the Magi finally reach baby Jesus, and they're thrilled, and they know that they have found the King of the Jews, and they bestow upon him 3 gifts: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. So gold is the gift you give kings, so it signifies honoring a king, but it also is symbolic of prosperity, wealth, success, and creativity. Frankincense has many spiritual and physical benefits. So frankincense is known to drive out evil and negativity, enhance spiritual growth. It provides protection, healing, grounding, and it enhances meditative practices. So right now, as I'm burning my incense, after this, I'll probably sit here for a few minutes and do a little meditation. For physical ailments, frankincense can be used to reduce inflammation, reduce stress, boost immunity. It heals skin conditions. So if you get like a frankincense oil, you can put it on sores or scars. It's a great scar remedy. It's anti-aging, so go ahead and put that on your wrinkles. It promotes hormone balance, it relieves arthritis pain, and it resolves respiratory problems and aids in sleep. So tons of benefits for frankincense. Myrrh has been historically used as an anointing oil for embalming, and it was offered to Jesus Christ on his cross. So we have myrrh here, it's remarked upon in the Bible 156 times, and it was part of the story of Jesus' birth and Jesus' death. So you can see that myrrh has a very significant role in Christianity and the story of Jesus Christ. And its spiritual benefits include elevating consciousness, summoning spirits, and breaking spells. If you're a little witchy like I am, you can use myrrh if you want to, do a candle cutting ceremony, like a tie breaking ceremony or a curse breaking ceremony. It's going to be very powerful in those situations. For its physical benefits, it heals cuts and wounds, mouth sores, and it helps with indigestion. So these are amazing medicinal herbs, oils, elixirs that you can use for both your physical and spiritual practices. And that is everything I have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will think about celebrating Three Kings Day or the day of the Epiphany. I know I will continue to, since it is basically a story of spiritual people following a star, which I love. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And feel free to comment or send me an email at betweendimensions111@gmail.com. I am here to talk about all things spiritual and other things, whatever you want to talk about. Let's talk about it, because I'm looking for community and I'm looking for other people who want to explore the other facets of this world and this life. So reach out. Anyways, that's it for today. Love you all. I hope you have a wonderful January 6th, a wonderful day of the Epiphany and Three Kings Day. Bye.